Am I actually in the screen?
Yep, you're right in the bullseye middle. And it's recording. I don't like it.
Why?
Because you're not smiling or anything.
Well, I'm not ready to shoot yet. Okay, so here we come to an interesting part in our video and an interesting part in our little adventure. We happened upon this bit of a mud hole here. On one of the trails, we came to a split, which had been initially labeled way back on the beginning half as being about 25 miles to a certain destination. However, when we got to this split, we didn't know which way we were supposed to go, so we just decided to cut left. And as you're seeing in this video, in this portion of the video, we're rolling up on what looks at first to be just a mud hole. But I just wasn't getting a great feeling from it. We got a little closer, and I could see that the far edge looked like it had more of a cliff, like a drop-off type of look to it than what I had seen on any of the other trails or any of the other puddles, any of the mud that we'd run across before. So we decided to stop, as you're going to see in a few seconds, and the Jestinator and I got out to probe it, and so we grabbed some sticks and started pushing through there, and I noticed that there were stumps and some other remnants of something just visible, either poking up through the water or just under the surface where the water had a little bit of clarity before it got to a greater depth. Anyway, as we probed around, we discussed the situation and looked at it, and knowing that that my Frontier does not have the full under chassis armor yet to protect the engine oil pan, the transmission, etc., and the fact that I only have C-rated LT tires and not the cut-resistant load E's that I'm planning on installing very soon, we decided that discretion was probably the better part of valor. I'm imagining some of you probably would have been like, "Wimp, just go for it, punch through." And yeah, I mean, we probably could have done that. I don't really know what was hiding underneath of all that murk. So it could have been very possible that we could have just punched through and everything would have been fine. Or it also could have been possible that 2.5 hours from home, in the middle of a forest, we damaged our vehicle. So, like I said, we decided discretion was the better part of valor, and so we actually ended up turning around. So I'm going to just let the video play, and you're going to hear the actual sound captured from the Hero. There is a lot of background noise because the camera was mounted on my front push bar, which obviously is only inches from the engine and the cooling fans. So you do hear a lot of roaring in the video, and us discussing while we're outside the truck didn't come out too clearly. Obviously, we were not wearing portable microphones or anything of that nature. So it's the footage is a little raw, but you'll get the idea. So we continue on.